So we have a little bit of a fun thing here today. We are going to go through all 32 coaches in the National Hockey League, and we are going to discuss whether we think they are in the hot seat or they are in the cold seat or they were just hired or they're in the middle. So we're going to go through all 32 teams. LeBlanc, are you ready to get started here?
I am.
We are actually going to go by division. We're not going to go by the alphabetical order that we all know and love to spice things up here a little bit because we always go alphabetical. So we're going to go through the divisions here. We're going to start off in the Pacific. We're going to go through all the coaches here. So we're going to start off from just, alphabetically by division. Anaheim, Joel Quenneville, recently hired. So put him in that category.
Yeah, no. Like if they're just hired, I was gonna say pass because what you're gonna fire your coach 20 games into the season?
I mean, it's happened before, but I don't think that's
in this day and age. Though that's a horrible PR move.
Yeah, in this day and age, it could maybe fly back in the 30s or 60s or whatever, but definitely wouldn't fly now. So Quenneville recently hired. I think that's fine. Yeah. Calgary, Ryan Huska. This could be an interesting one if Calgary does struggle.
I feel like Huska.
They just extended him though as well.
I feel like he's safe for now. I would say that.
I think for now he is safe, but he's not somebody who I necessarily trust as Calgary's head coach moving forward. And I also think that there is a legitimate chance that he could be let go if things do get really bad. But he was just signed to an extension. I have seen a lot of criticism from Calgary fans about this guy.
I feel like I'm in the opposite boat where I feel like Calgary has extended the guy. If he's like, we all know the shelf life is very low for NHL head coaches.
Yeah,
but I feel like this guy it's safe. He's safe.
Okay, fair enough. That's fine. I don't know. I could see a world where he does get fired. Maybe not during the season, but it's possible if they really do struggle, you could see something happen. The Oilers. I think Chris Knobloch is safe. He just signed an extension as well. I know I'm kind of contradicting myself, but he's been to back-to-back Cup finals. I think he's safe. Unless if there's a really bad managerial decision, then maybe something happens, but he's safe.
If the Oilers have to sell at the deadline, he's gone before then. I want to put that out there because
probably, maybe.
Only way he gets fired though if they just like it's a wash of a year.
Why the hell would I can't see a world where they'd sell though? That'd be actually insane. What are you gonna do? Trade McDavid? Yeah, that'd be something for sure. LA has Jim Hiller. I feel like Jim Hiller might be ranked in the top 3 in hot. Yeah, he is hot. He is steaming hot. And the thing is with that, too, there's two things to that. First off, I don't think he's a very good coach. I thought that he costed LA season in Game 3 with that goalie interference call. I think there's a chance if they go in there and they don't make that call and they win that game, we're looking at a completely different playoff in the Western Conference.
I have an opinion.
Here we go.
When Jim Hiller was the interim head coach, I saw that man coach. He should not have gotten the job. Should have gotten an extension.
Really?
Jim Hiller might be one of the worst coaches I've ever seen.
Can you explain why?
In the way he deploys his players, specifically his young players.
Oh, we see that all the time. But yes, I agree with you.
But Hiller is like, it's at the top. Also, his decision making, putrid decision making when it comes to managing the game as a head coach. He's not. I have to hear this every day, so you're gonna hear it too. It's not good. It's not good. I feel like and right now, LA, by the way, LA is 1-2 right now. If things keep going the way they're going, Jim Hiller will be fired by American Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think he's got to be like, in terms of coaches, like I think he is probably like top 3, possibly number 1. So there you go. San Jose, Ryan Warsofsky is
Safe.
their coach. I think he's safe.
Like,
I feel like they would have to take like a significant step backwards, like a significant step. And I don't even know how far of a step back you could take for that to happen.
if they get fired, they would have to go, and I kid you not, 180 and 1. That's how bad it has to be for him to get fired.
Yeah, I honestly, yeah, I can't see a world where they fire him unless if like again, you never know, something could happen, and maybe they don't disagree with something or whatever. But right now, yeah. Lane Lambert of Seattle. What do you think about Lambert? He was just hired.
I know he just got hired, but from previous experience, I don't think Lambert's a good coach. But he just got hired, so he's safe. Just give him a chance. Seattle looked pretty good against Anaheim the other night.
Oh no, could we be proven wrong about Seattle? LeBlanc, we had them 7th, like we had Florida 7th.
Listen,
Do you think
why every time teams want to come in here and you know what? I took that personally. That's literally every single team that comes in here. And when we put in 7th,
Yeah.
you know what? No, I'm gonna defy the odds.
Yeah, literally. Like it always seems. I mean, like with Florida, we kind of asked for that. We're idiots, but like, I swear to God, if they really go in here and they make the playoffs, I'm gonna be so upset. Vancouver.
Is it Adam Foote?
Adam Foote. He was just hired. I think he's safe.
No, known hard ass Adam Foote. Safe for now. It's Vancouver though. Like if you're under 500 in the first 20 games, you're gonna get the heat on you.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. So that could definitely happen for sure. But we'll see. He'll definitely get pressured by the media. And then Bruce Cassidy of the Oh, sorry. You have something else?
Yeah. Sorry. Keep going. I was just
sorry. Okay. Bruce Cassidy of the Vegas Golden Knights. I think he's safe.
He's safe. Sorry. What I was gonna say, like sorry, going to Vancouver. Excuse me. Sorry, I'm a little tired. I lost track of things. Like I'm talking about like Heat, like Glenn Frey, like the Heat is on. Like that. That's what I mean. Like you know that song.
Yep.
The Heat is on. Like that. Like it's gonna be that. Going to Cassidy. Cassidy's safe. Like there's no unless Vegas like there's no. I don't see them going. No, I see them.
No, I don't see that either. I don't see that either.
Even if they're a wild card team, I think he's safe. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, honestly, I think it would take a lot. You win a cup, and you're like cemented there forever. Mm-hmm. When's the last coach? I'm trying to think. Probably Craig Berube.
I was gonna say.
So I'm thinking Tampa still has Cooper. Florida obviously still has Maurice. Vegas is Cassidy. Colorado is Bednar. The last coach to be fired after winning a cup was Craig Berube, and that was what 5 years after. Yeah, no, I can't see that happening. It is Vegas, but I can't see it happening. Okay, we'll go on to the Central Division now. We'll just go like west to east. Chicago, they have. Oh my God, it's blanking. I'm blanking. What is it?
Jeff Blashill.
Jeff Blashill. For some reason, I was thinking Joe Veleno. No, it's Jeff Blashill. Yeah, he's safe. I actually think Blashill will be okay with Chicago.
Yeah, I think in a second chance he'll be better.
They are 0-3, and they just took an L to Montreal with 15 seconds left. But we won't talk about that. Yeah, we won't. We don't got to talk about that. It's okay. Yeah, so there you go. I feel like he's safe though for sure. What about Jared Bednar of Colorado? We are getting to that point where that cup was 4 years ago, which is crazy.
Bednar, I've never been high on Jared Bednar as a coach, so I feel like if they struggle, especially because like their roster is not the best this year.
Yeah, I feel like it's very top heavy. Their depth is like not as bad as we've been saying in the previews, but I still don't think it's up to par.
Yeah, I say that, yet they're out shooting Dallas right now 38-22.
Whatever. I don't. We always get proven wrong.
I feel like Bednar's seat is lukewarm.
Yes, I feel like you lose in the first round 3 years in a row. You got to be in that position. But then again,
there will not be a fourth.
Yeah. So then again, though, we do look at John Cooper, who has lost in 3 straight first rounds, but Cooper has won more cups. Has been better.
Yeah.
So I did want to just put that out there. Like there are going to be some people who are like, "Oh, well, what about Cooper?" Dallas Stars, Glenn Gulutzson. I mean, again, we've expressed that we don't think this guy's a great coach, but he was just hired.
Yeah. So give him a chance.
You never know. When was the last time he was a head coach? That was like what?
In Calgary.
6 years ago?
That must have. It was before Sutter was there. So this is. It's got to be almost 10 years. It's going to be almost,
probably close to 10 years. Yeah.
almost
So
like 7-8 years ago now.
oh yeah. You never know. He could change. He could be better. But to be honest with you, I don't know. Then you move on to what's in the alphabetical order. Minnesota, you have John Hines.
Bald.
He is a bald man. That'll be interesting.
Hines, I feel like Hines is also in the lukewarm category.
He's not like, I don't think he's steaming hot, but I think there's a good chance, like if Minnesota comes out stale like they were in 22-20 or in 23-24, he probably does get the boot.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually totally forgot John Hines was still coaching the NHL.
Of course.
I totally forgot because I forgot Evanson got fired.
Yeah, he's with Columbus now.
Columbus now, yeah.
So there you go. So you think he's lukewarm?
I'll say lukewarm. Yeah.
All right. Nashville. They have Andrew Brunette.
I think Trotz has put his entire confidence in Andrew Brunette. I feel like his job is safe.
I got to be blunt with you. I mean, we said it last year. He should have been fired. Not because we don't like Brunette, but like you want to turn your team around. I feel like Trotz is too, and this is a whole different argument. We could do this on
before multiple times on the channel.
He's too soft. He has that coaching like attitude. He's like too
like he's like your dad. Like
pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. That's a good way to express it because I feel like when I talk about him, like everything with him is he's like, oh, I love these players, I love these guys, like I never want to get rid of them. I want to just be with these guys forever. I'm like, dude, like your team is
I like Barry.
Your team had 20 wins last year. Yeah, so
you know what I like, Barry? Results.
Yeah, you know what I like? Winning. You know what your fans like? Winning. You know what your owner likes? Winning.
I know it's Nashville and 25% of people are drunk all the time, but you still need to
still need to win. There's still fans for that team. That was mean. I'm sorry, Predators fans, that he said that. St. Louis, they have Jim Montgomery. He is safe. I think there's really no question about that.
Safe. Like, it is so safe.
Again, like, just like how I said with LA, if they don't call that goalie challenge and they win that game, if one more second passed, we could be looking at a completely different playoff bracket in the West.
Yeah.
So I think St. Louis, like, he is safe. It would have to take, like, another massive collapse for them.
I'm very high on Jim Montgomery. I think he's going to be in St. Louis for a very long time.
Yep, I agree. And I feel like there's a chance that he could go on some deep playoff runs with them. Utah, Andre Tourigny. I feel like Andre Tourigny is not in the hot seat, but he is in the lukewarm seat.
I feel like he's not. It's not. It's hot. Like it's.
You think so?
It's warm.
I think it's warm. I think Luke. Yeah, I think it's warm. I don't think it's actually. I don't think he's like hot, but he's definitely warm because you're getting to the point where he has been there the entire rebuild. Like when Rick Tocchet left, he was named the head coach, and there you go. He's been the head coach since. So I think that he is certainly in the warm seat for sure. And then Scott Arniel was a part of the best team in the league last year.
Safe.
I think he's safe.
Yeah,
I think there's really nothing much else to explain there.
Yeah, players like him, fans like him, ownership seems to really like him, so I don't see a world where they move on from Arniel.
Yep. So I totally agree with that. And then we'll move on to the Metropolitan Division. We'll go over from the Western Conference to the Eastern Conference here. Let's start out with Carolina, Rod Brindamore. Now, there's been a lot of success in Carolina in terms of regular season success and the first two rounds. But in terms of playoff success, that's been lacking.
I would call 2 rounds every year a success. But
no, I meant like past the first 2 rounds. I'm sorry. I I said in the first rounds
Yeah,
of
yeah.
had success, but like when you get to the conference finals, you get deep into there.
Yeah,
You
I
can't.
get. Yeah, if he didn't get higher, I get that. I think Rod the Bod is pretty safe though. They just signed him to an extension.
Yeah, I think he's safe as well, but I was trying to set the tone there with him. I
Yeah,
think there's certainly some discussion. Like, do you think like if they lose in the first round this year, if they go in there and they play, I don't know, the Rangers, or they play like a fifth seed Florida Panthers or something like that, like if they lose in the first round, do you think he gets let go?
yeah.
You think so?
I like. It depends on how bad the series. Like, let's say they play like a Montreal, and they get bounced in five. That's a fireball offense.
Yeah.
They play
So
an odd one. They get bounced in 5 or 6. That's a fireball offense.
okay. Yeah, I mean, again, under circumstances, you could see a possibility where it happens for any team. Columbus, you have Dean
Sorry,
Evison there.
sorry, I was gonna go
You something else with?
I was gonna
You have something else
because
for anymore?
with Carolina, the expectations are so sky high that if you don't win the division and you're in the first round, that's a failure.
That is a failure. Yeah, I agree. All
Dean
right.
Evans, safer than safe.
Yeah, Dean Evison is safe. Had a great year last year, even though they didn't make the playoffs. I do have concerns with like how he works with some young players, like Chinnikov. He hasn't been working well with, but again, like you're not going to work well with everybody. That's a business period, not just sports. That's how business works. Period. So, not really concerned about that, to be blunt. And then you move on to the Devils. You have Sheldon Keefe, who's interesting.
Lukewarm.
You think lukewarm? If they go in there and if they miss the playoffs this year, do you think he gets fired?
Yes, but I'll
And
give
you
him.
have them out of the playoffs, by the way.
I do have him out of the playoffs because I
I'm
don't
not trying to put
trust
you on the spot, but you do.
Sheldon Keefe. And if I don't, I'm not hiring him as a coach. I feel like if they waltzed into last year like they did at the second half of the year, or this year, I gotta watch what I say, but you can't just go in there just playing grab ass all year and expect to make the playoffs.
Yeah. So I totally agree with that. I think that there is certainly expectations there in New Jersey for things to get better. And if he doesn't meet those expectations, or unless if the team gets like absolutely like a meteor strikes and everybody gets hurt, he would get fired in that
Yeah,
situation.
I feel like the Devils are aspiring for playoffs, and I feel like if they don't, even if they're a wild card to make playoffs, I think he's safe. But if they don't make it, I think New Jersey is not trying to make changes.
Yeah, we saw it with Lindy Ruff, so I think we could see it there with the Devils. Uh Islanders, you have Patrick Waugh. Patrick Waugh's been there for what, 2 seasons now?
2 seasons.
Season and a half?
Him and Lou did not get along, but Lou's gone now.
Yeah, so I
And
think
I,
he's
I
actually
always wonder when new management comes in. New management always wants to bring in, their guy, their coach. I'm gonna put Patrick Waugh in warm.
You think so? Okay.
Because of the circumstance we're seeing. Because Darsh may not want Patrick Waugh as his head coach.
I disagree.
Okay.
I think he should be not in warm, but lukewarm. Because I think, again, as you said, they didn't get along. But I also do think at the same time, the Islanders, I think, want to work this thing out and they want to go in this direction. And I think they want to keep Patrick Waugh, at least for now. But I do agree with you. Eventually you're going to get to the point where these guys butt heads. It happens. It always happens. And I use Philadelphia as a very good example because when Danny Briere came in there, John Tortorella was in his first season as a coach. He would go on and play 2 more seasons, and then he would get fired because things would go wrong. So I think that
I feel like
eventually they will butt heads, but I don't think this year it's going to happen.
they're waiting for his contract to expire. That's my theory.
Okay.
Once his contract expires, just part ways.
Yeah, that's fair enough. So I agree with that. I think that's a good motive to have for sure. So then we'll talk about, because next up on the list is Mike Sullivan.
He's more safe than a player hitting a home run and stepping on home plate.
That you are such an asshole for bringing that up with the.
I did not mean to do it like that.
You are such an asshole. And for the record, we're gonna get into it later, but he went back and touched home plate. So I don't want to hear shit from Phillies fans. He didn't touch it. Anyway, he is safe. He is absolutely safe. I think that he's going to be fine.
I didn't mean to strike a nerve. I didn't know what I was.
Well, like that is, he said that. So
I didn't watch. I was at work when the game happened, so I didn't know what happened. But anyway, let's move on. Let's move on.
Okay, yeah. So Sullivan's there. Rick Tocchet, I think, is also safe. Tocchet was just hired. I haven't watched a lot of the Flyers. I'm going to be honest with you because I've been just so busy with work, and I was watching the Phillies the day their opening night happened. Big mistake. I think that I've seen improvements though with the way they've been playing. So I think I think he's safe regardless. He was.
I watched the third period of tonight's game. The Flyers looked a lot more structured, I will say.
Yeah, and I think that's good. I think that's what you want to see. So I have a lot of optimism there with that. Moving on then to Dan Muse. Muse is safe in my eyes. He was just hired. Yeah. I like Muse though. I think he actually could be a pretty good coach for this team. He is bald. Sorry, I didn't realize this. Yeah, he is a bald guy. Yeah. He is certainly bald.
I don't need to pick on the bald guys. It's fun to say.
Yeah, definitely. As well as that too, you also have Spencer Carberry, who I think is actually one of the most underrated coaches in the league.
Yeah, I think Carberry might be the safest coach in the league. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Definitely in the division for sure. I mean, like besides the guys who were just hired, he is very safe.
Yeah.
So there's no question about that. All right, let's move on to the Atlantic Division then. Boston, they just hired Marco Sturm. He's safe. They're also 3-0, which is interesting. We're going to get proven wrong, aren't we?
If Boston is a good team,
we're going to get proven wrong.
I'm jumping from the milk zone.
I'm fine with it. Like, it doesn't really impact me that much, but we're going to get proven wrong.
It impacts me, though.
Oh, it does impact you because it might impact me if the Flyers are whatever. Yeah, he's safe. He was just hired. Buffalo, though, with Lindy Ruff could be interesting.
I mean this with the absolute most disrespect. He's safe.
Yeah.
He's safe.
You think he's safe?
Because what's better than bringing back the old coach? You have Terry Pegula, who just wants to meddle in things. What brings fans coming back? Nostalgia. Who's nostalgia? Lindy Ruff. Who's never going to get fired? Probably Lindy Ruff.
Yep. I totally agree. There are a couple of things that I wanted to bring up with the Sabres later. Would you like to get into them now?
Sure.
Okay, so first off, your boy Josh Norris is expected to miss at least a few weeks due to an upper body injury.
Listen. Prayers up. Like, my boy can't catch a break. Like,
honestly, there's nothing I feel bad more for a player in this league than Josh Norris. We are never going to get back to that 33-goal season in 60 games, bro. I feel horrible. I feel so bad for this kid. He's not even a kid anymore. I feel so bad for him, just to be honest with you. He would have been so good.
I'm not going to lie. When they said Norris injured on the faceoff, I'll be honest, I was not surprised. I
wasn't surprised either. I'm surprised, but sad.
This would be his fifth shoulder injury. Significant. It says significant amount of time, significant shoulder injury. And I don't want to point the finger, but I will point the finger. Would you rather have Dylan Cousins right now?
Yeah. But going back to what I was saying, it does suck. Did you see, and I can't play it necessarily. Actually, maybe I can. Here, I can probably pull up the video and find it somewhere. Did you see the video from Sabres fans crashing out after the first game of the season?
Yes, I did see the video.
So we're going to play the video. I'm going to look it up here. I forgot to look it up before we started. There you go. I'm very unprepared. I had the Yankees lose, but not this one. Okay, all right. I have the video here pulled up. I should be able to play it. I don't think there's copyright, but, if we find out it's not like I get paid on the podcast anyways. Anyway, here, let's pull up the video, and let's play this clip of the Sabres fans crashing out. Now, be prepared. There is a lot of swearing, but again, we are obviously a adult podcast pretty much.
It's unbelievable. You came for one goal in a hockey game. 6 years old. That's how old I was when they made the playoffs.
No, I didn't know.
I was at Disney World. Every time I right.
So that was the clip. First off, if this was any other fan base in the league, it'd be funny. Because it's one game. It's one game. But for Sabres fans, I understand the frustration with this.
Here's the thing. All the Sabres fans that I know, they're just numb to this now. This is just how it is.
Yeah.
I get it. I mean, for me, I could say I've been there, but you've been there longer than me. But I've
You
been
have.
there.
Yeah.
I get the frustration. This is the This is the longest playoff drought in NHL history.
What's the longest drought in sports that is not the MLB? Because the MLB, it's like 70 years, and we don't gotta get into that.
The Royals missed the playoffs, I think, 28 straight years.
That's MLB, but
yes, sorry, you wanted longest playoff drought in what?
In sports that isn't the MLB, because the MLB is very weird with their playoffs. So here, I'll look it up real quick. I should probably know this, to be honest with you. So the longest active one, they have the longest active one for sure. They're tied with the Jets, right? For that, the Jets are just a whole
Jets
other.
are 14 years as well, or 15.
Yeah,
years.
the Jets are just a whole other thing of pain. I got to be honest with you.
I know the Angels are going on 10 years now.
Yeah, I don't know the longest one all time. That doesn't matter. We didn't have to bring that up, but you are coming up on some pretty long droughts here, and not just for the Sabres, but they're coming up on 15 years. It's unbelievable. I mean, if any fan base has the right to be upset, it's Sabres fans.
Yeah,
I totally agree. So again, I think that this is something that I wanted to bring up. I was going to bring it up later on when we actually got to the later stuff we talk about, like the jerseys and the other things, but we're not going to. I just want to bring it up now. So there you go. As well as that too, unless you have anything else. Okay. Detroit, you have Todd McClellan. He was pretty much just hired, so I think he's safe.
He's safe, and he called out the boys after that 5-1 embarrassing 5-1 loss on home ice to start the year, and I think it's justified. He's good. He's gonna be good for Detroit. I think he's pretty safe.
Yeah, I agree. Paul Maurice, safe.
This is more safe than Brady Kachuk shots parlay. That's how safe it is.
Okay. All right, good. I was thought you were gonna make it a Phillies reference. I was just gonna be safe. Moving on. Marty St. Louis of Montreal. So I will say this. I think for the time being, he is safe, but he's on the lower end of safe for me. And the reason why for that is because last year when they really struggled to start the season, there were some, not all, and they like to deny it, but it's true. There were some Montreal fans who were calling for this guy's head.
I got the receipts.
I know you have receipts. You do. So I will say that, I don't want to get into it with Montreal fans. You can have your opinion.
I'm going to say this. You are never safe in Montreal.
That's true.
You're always on the hot seat from day one. Not hot seat. I would say you're always lukewarm from day number one. I think Marty St. Louis is lukewarm, though. I feel like the Heat is. If they missed last year, the Heat the Heat is on. But they made the playoffs. The Heat is not on.
Yeah. So I think that it could depend. If they miss, there's a decent chance he would get let go, and it would obviously depend under the circumstances. If they miss with a lot of injuries, then what can you really do about that? But as well as that too, if they miss and they just play poor defensively, their offense shrivels up, goaltending's not good, got to make a change. So there's that. And you could say that about a lot of other teams as well. Ottawa with Travis Green, I think he is safe. LeBlanc, though, if they miss the playoffs, could you see a possibility of them maybe considering it?
Maybe.
Because you saw it with Lindy Ruff, and Ruff was there much longer than Travis Green was. I'm trying to think of a better example. Vancouver. Rick Tocchet, though, I think did leave actually, but could you see a possibility of him being fired?
Ottawa's been proven to be patient with coaches. Now, when there was no patience at all, but this,
Well, yeah.
like I look at it, I think about it. If they miss by a lot, and I mean like 10 plus, they will consider it. I feel like though Green's got him on the right track.
Yeah, you got to consider it for sure. So I think they are in the right to, and as a result, we'll see what happens there with that. But I think he's safe under any other circumstance.
So do I.
The last two teams, Tampa Bay, John Cooper, I think he's safe.
Oh, I think he's the safest coach in the league. Sorry, excuse me. I meant this right here, safest coach in the league.
So, if they do lose in the first round, do you think there's a possibility that they
extension?
He did, yeah. But I did just want to ask that first.
I think he's
so. There you go. Okay, cool. All right, and then Craig Berube, the final coach for Toronto. I think he's probably safe. Like, I can't see a world where he gets fired. And they'd be stupid to let him go. He is a phenomenal coach.
Yeah, I think he's pretty safe.
Yeah, so there's that. Okay, so now we're going to go by division here once again, and we're going to give our pick for the safest and hottest coach in each division. Let's start off in the Pacific. LeBlanc, who is your safest coach?
Bruce Cassidy.
It is also Bruce Cassidy for me. I think I can't really see a world where he gets fired. Now watch, in a couple of months, when we look back at this, he'll be fired. That'd be pretty funny. That'd be pretty funny. Who is the hottest coach in this division for you? It's kind of hard, actually, with this division. There's a lot of new ones. Who'd you say?
Jim Hiller.
Oh, Jim Hiller. Why did I even say that's hard? Jim Hiller. I don't know why I wasn't thinking of Jim Hiller. Yeah, there you go. Central. Who is the safest coach in this one?
Arneal.
I say Montgomery.
Yeah, it's between those two. I'm going to say Arneal, though.
Do you... Yeah, okay. I'm not going to argue with you with it. Who is the, hottest coach? Torgny, I would say. Andre Torgny is my pick.
Give me Andrew Burnett.
Okay. Metro. Who is this? I would say Spencer Carberry. I mean, if we're looking at newly hired guys, then it's Sullivan, but I'm going to say Carberry.
Yeah, I'll say Carberry, too.
Who is the hottest? This one's hard, too. There's a lot of coaches who were just hired in this division as well. Or they were hired in the last, year or two.
Yeah, I'm going to say Sheldon Keefe.
I'll go Sheldon Keefe as well. I mean, I really, the other coaches, Brindamore, I can't see being fired. Sullivan was just hired. Muse was hired. Tocchet was hired. Evison was hired 2 years ago. I'll go with Keefe. And then the Atlantic. The safest coach in the Atlantic is Cooper. Paul Maurice. Why am I put Maurice or Cooper? I'll say Maurice. I'm sorry. I wasn't even thinking about that. And then because we barely spent any time on Florida. And then the hottest coach.
This one's actually tough.
This one is tough.
I could say 3 different names. But I'm going to
I'm going to go the Buffalo route of Lindy Ruff.
I was going to go Buffalo route, but since you said that, I'm going to go Marty St. Louis.
Okay. I was going to let you make the hard decision, because it's fine if I don't do it, but if you do it, there you go. So, there you go. All right, so that's our coaches list. I thought that would be a fun one to make.